you have a confection for us this week?
Let's open up the Prime item. Get a little audio visual.
The Amazon Prime item.
I got Goobers.
Goober.
You're a goober.
I love these Goobers, man.
Yeah, I just had to keep in touch with the. First we were doing the sour, then we just started doing old flavored, and then I got
Things
some
that taste old.
Goobers. These are probably straight out of like 1953.
Yeah, please crinkle the stuff right in front
Oh,
of
you
your
can
microphone.
really smell them. Wow. Yeah, so like just looking at the box, you know when you go to a movie theater and you see those like display candies that are like 30 years old?
It's like
Like,
this
they've
is a
been in there for a long
classic
time.
candy.
Yeah, like this, like it looks like it's ancient. Just like no artificial flavors and colors. It's just nuts and chocolate. Goobers. Nestle milk chocolate, fresh roasted peanut.
Can I take a look at that?
Yeah. It smells real good. I see why they had to put so much plastic wrapping on it.
Does anyone have any Goobers memories they want to share before
I've
we
actually
dig
never
into these?
had Goobers.
I didn't even know they existed.
Because I've only ever seen these at the movie theater. I've
Yeah.
never seen these
Anywhere
at
else.
the front of like any store. So I'm just curious, like what the ingredients are.
Do you think they're like raisin nuts?
Okay, it says the thoughtful portion is 2 tablespoons. And I don't know about you guys. I can't approximate any of the U.S. customary volumes.
It's ridiculous.
Like literally any of them. Someone's like, "Oh, it's like 12 ounces." I imagine like a beer, but if it's like if it's any more or any less, I literally can't picture it. The cup, not a fan of the
pint's
cup.
like
I'm not a big fan
16,
of
right?
tablespoons.
Yeah, a pint is, or maybe 22. I don't know.
Shit.
A cup is a pint, is 12 ounces is a jug.
32 cups of pints on the wall.
100 bottles of pints on the wall. All right, so
What do
we
we
got.
have for chemicals in there? I love chemicals.
What kind of substances?
So it has milk chocolate, which is sugar, chocolate, cocoa butter, non-fat milk, milk fat, lactose, soy, natural flavor, peanuts, sugar, less than 2% of cocoa, processed with alkali,
Oh, alkali. That's the first name.
tapioca dextrin, confectioner's glaze, which is kind of mysterious.
Yeah, that's a magical substance.
And then there's TBHQ, which sounds like to be honestly quite, to preserve freshness. This does contain milk, soy, and peanuts.
Oh, it contains peanuts.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
And it was produced partially with genetic engineering.
Ooh,
Oh.
it's GMOs.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
How else would they get Goobers to grow that big?
All right. Anyone else want to see this? I mean, there's not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
much information on here.
You know.
It says a deliciously wholesome treat on the back.
I like being
I
wholesome.
think we can compare this to the Charleston Chew packaging from last week because it's very simple, very stark coloring, very classic looking. This doesn't have like baseball lettering though. Like this is very like classic like product lettering here.
It's like Keebler product labeling.
yeah. And
It really resonates with the name, though.
If those are goobers, do you think they're related to goob stoppers?
gobstoppers.
Yeah, this episode's stopping the goob.
Don't let that goob get away.
Goob. Goob bims.
Goob is funny word.
The blue is not as aggressive as it looks from afar.
I'm surprised they didn't go with the yellow. Usually when I think of peanuts, I think of like some sort of brown or maybe
M&M's done
yellow.
its job then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the yellow M&M.
All right.
Anyways, let's get a taste of these. It's got an press top here, easy opening.
Is it easy, Henry?
Oh, that's pretty easy. Wow,
Alright,
there's
so-
not even any plastic inside of it. It's just oh shit. It's
Don't worry
dumb
about it. Don't
goobers
worry
on the
about it.
floor. Here, who else gets some goobers?
Don't drop the goober. That's inhumane.
Zubergoober105 at gmail.com. Email that for any. Use that as my bum email.
If you have any complaints.
And you have any complaints,
Yeah.
Zubergoober105.
I feel like this is the type of candy I would eat at my grandma's house.
That doesn't bode well for me.
Yeah, same.
It's like a poor man's Reese cup.
Poor man's Reese cup. Okay.
I know exactly my opinion of these. Yeah, this is probably the most boring candy I've ever eaten.
It's very boring.
Really?
It's like, yeah, make sure they don't get in the couch. That would be killer. But yeah, it's literally a peanut covered in chocolate.
It just dissipates the chocolate.
It's good. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like eating this like there's nothing there. There's no artistry. It's just substance.
yeah.
What if it like splurted out peanut juice?
Oh, like a gusher, like a peanut gusher. That's kind of what I pictured with these. And honestly, when I was a kid, I used to be kind of a picky eater. And like something like this would be like, oh, it has peanuts in it. Like, ooh, it's gonna be all peanutty. Like,
Nutter
no, it's
butter.
just like this is like totally inoffensive. It's just a peanut.
It would be pretty offensive if you were allergic to peanuts.
Oh yeah, that would be really offensive.
Man, these are
Alex is our.
I don't think I'm gonna have any more just because I know exactly what they taste like.
But I kind of want more because I know what.
I'm just hungry as hell. I need to eat more of these peanuts.
All right. So this is like a peanut to This is like how you satisfy your hunger.
Alex, aren't you a peanut connoisseur, a sommelier, if I may?
Yeah, this is just like extremely standard peanut chocolate candy. Like if you had a peanut Hershey's bar, this is exactly what it would taste like. It's just in the form of like a little goober. You know, we all know what goobers look like.
Yeah. I think a goober is a peanut. Like it's a slang word for peanut.
Like
so
goober?
this is literally it is what it is. Like it's a peanut.
But it's very simple. There's nothing exciting, but we do have like a high ceiling for that here because we've had fire extinguishers on the show. We've eaten packing peanuts before you, so it's simple. It gets the job done though. It's very tasty.
I'm
What do
thinking
you
about
guys rate it?
Um,
I feel like I need to rate it better than the fire extinguisher.
let me get one more in there.
I do want to tell the audience that Hank does eat more of this candy than like anyone else. So his opinion is based off of like
More data.
like kind of the longer category.
It
I'm
is
more
his
I'm more of a
confectionery.
I'm more of a weekend category. He's more of a daily category.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're talking about Doug's scores here.
Oh man, this one looks like a raisin. I don't know. I'm skeptical.
No, honestly, I feel like I'd like raisin nuts more. I'm not a big fan of the peanut. I much prefer a
They,
small break.
they are giving me a tingly feeling on my in my gums inside. I
get the gum tingle.
I don't like it though.
It's kind of weird.
Is it a preservative thing, you think?
How long do you think they've been on the shelf?
They're probably shelf stable for like a year and a
Years.
half.
All right, I think
That's by March 2020. Get this before Cyberpunk.
I think
comes
I'll
out.
give my score here. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because it's very simple. It's very boring, but it's very tasty. I like peanuts and chocolate, and it gets the job.
I'm gonna give this a flat 3. I think it's just it's a peanut covered in chocolate. Like if I had peanuts, I'd be like okay. If I had chocolate, I'd be like okay. You put them together, no, it's okay.
Even better.
I give it a 2.
Oh, whoa.
What you ate?
What
You
the
ate
fuck?
like a ton of them. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just like I view it as slightly below 50%. Like I don't know. I just like after eating it, I have these little peanut shards just floating around in my mouth. And I'm not really a big fan of that. Like it's got a bad like I don't know. And it's also like there's not a whole lot of substance there. Like usually when I eat like things with peanuts in it, it's like give me that hungry stat boost or whatever.
Yeah.
Make me like not hungry, but these are too small. It's like eating mosquitoes. It just doesn't work.
Can I go on a small tangent?
Sure.
Yes.
So I had one of those Reese's like what is it? It's like Reese's Layer Crunch. It had like a very thin like peanut wafer. And it was
Okay.
kind of like this. Like it had a lot of whole peanuts sitting in peanut butter covered in chocolate. And it had this like very thin peanut wafer in the middle. Now that was amazing because of all the textures in it. It had this crispiness, it had this crunchiness from the
It's like the
peanuts.
Take 5.
It had a little bit of salty. Yeah, it was like the Take 5. And I think that was like that's what the goober should be.
Mm.
Is something like that. It
It
should
needs
be
like a third thing.
Put a pretzel in there. Oh my god! If there was
Oh.
pretzels in that,
yeah, if they
I
give
would
that
be
like a
nuts.
pretzel coating.
Yeah. That's definitely a thing.
They gotta
though,
add some
so.
caramel, I think, to this.
Oh yeah, if they put something chewy in the middle,
Mm.
like a little nougat on the outside,
Oh,
maybe like
nougat.
Well, that's just a Snickers bar then.
it needs to be like a
yeah,
gobstopper.
yeah,
but
you know
yeah,
what?
This is just
It's
the
been done.
version Snickers.
this is
Snickers
like
bar.
this is like a prototype for like all the other peanut candies. Like this is like so simple that all the other candies like just elevate this idea.
But
No,
that's
no,
what
listen,
makes it so
listen.
powerful.
So you take a peanut, then you put the caramel on top, then you put peanut butter on top, then you put a pretzel on top, then you put
Hank
a,
is just so hungry right now.
then you put the chocolate. It'd be ultimate. They'd be these like gobstoppers, but instead of just powdered sugar, it'd be like powdered peanuts or something.
They dust it in
Make any
peanut
sense.
dust.
I'm gonna make it like a gobstopper.
It's just a peanut you suck on for like a long time.
I think peanut and chocolate, that's got to be my favorite combo. Ice cream, candy, dinner, anything.
Ice cream with dinner. It's a great combo.
Your pre-dinner ice
I
cream.
have to eat a large peanut
But-
steak with chocolate sauce.
But yeah, the comments, these past comments really resonate with me. But Henry, I don't understand your methodology at all when it comes to rating these. I have to say it's like 4.5. And
Whoa!
I will continue to eat these, no doubt.
But what do they? You talked about not liking the gum feel. That doesn't
No,
seem like.
no. But the thing is, how It's like when you were a kid and you had a loose tooth and you just kept picking at it, waiting for
Yep.
it to come out.
If the audience wants to know, Lopez has no teeth.
Or with your adult teeth too. Thank you, Ian. But when I was a kid, at least, and I had these like loose teeth, I always wanted to go back, and the pain was a little odd, but it was oddly just like I'll go back to it. Alex, you want some? I see it.
I hate to say it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. like when you go post dentist, when you're driving your car away from the dentist office, and you're like, "Ooh, my mouth feels so clean and so swollen."
I love when they poke my gum.
And that's why I got to give it a 4.5. I really do like the tingly feeling. I'm gonna go back and eat some more.
So this candy reminds you of the dentist.
And I like the dentist. I like the dentist. I always get compliments there for saying, "Hey, you don't have any teeth that are dirty because you don't have any teeth."
Well, I've never been there. I go to the Crentist.
That's our in-house dentist.
All right. Well, I think on that note, we're gonna head off to Intermission Island.
Wait,
And,
I have one last thing.
Where
to
are we
say.
dropping?
So I've been doing some experimenting with these goobers, and instead of eating them like a normal functional human, I've just been sucking on them like a gobstopper. And I ate all the chocolate, so now I just have peanuts in my mouth. But the chocolate was really good.
Actually, I do want to say one more thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you put this out at a bar instead of the bar peanuts, it would be all right.
It'd be a hit. A
Sure.
lot of people would be like,
Sure.
"Hey, I like them Goobers.
Yeah. Well, barkeep, get the Goobers ready.
With a nice stout.
Heat up the
Yeah.
Goobers."
All right. Let's head off to intermission.